Absolutely fantastic day. How are you guys doing? I am sitting outside next to a hardwood fire that is made up primarily of wood cut from the shop. So I've got some rounds from a bowl that I was shaping, a couple different pieces of oak. Cedar's obviously not a hardwood, but still aromatic, still really nice. It's got a great smell to it. I think I would consider the Bradford pear in the front also to be a hardwood. But man, does it burn nice. It burns hot, very little smoke. And on a day like today, when you can be outside in a flannel, nice flannel, shout out to my mother-in-law for this flannel. It's great. So news, things that are going on right now as far as the channel. One of the things that I think is pretty interesting is that my video about Adam Ragusea, not Ragusea, it's kind of taken off a little bit. And by taken off, I mean that we're getting roughly 1,000 views per day. Maybe 800 a day. Something like that, 1,500 every 2 days. So I'm interested. There are more people that are subscribing, more people that are watching different videos. People are catching up, figuring out who I am and what I'm doing here. So I'm excited about it. One of the things I said in the last video is I would love to know what you'd like to hear more about. I talked to a lot of the people that I work with. We try to get out of the smoke pretty regularly about like what's going on in the world, just natural stuff. Every single year I've got younger staff members that I have to mentor and explain why the world is the way that it is. Help out with that kind of stuff. Do interview reviews for people on a regular basis. Here's what you did a great job at. Here's what you didn't. And then at the same time, like my friend Brennan Kilty, who I was best friends with through elementary, called me the other day and just wanted to talk about like what is going on in the world and why the world is the way it is currently. Thought we had a fantastic conversation. That seems to be primarily what this channel is about. It's just talking about life and talking about what you guys have questions about, because I've run into very few people who have it figured out. I do not claim to have anything figured out. I do know that I've thought about things a lot and read a lot of stuff and met a lot of really neat people. And so maybe I have some perspectives that are worth sharing. But that's really all that I would pretend to have. One of the things that I do share with Adam Ragusea is that I've, taught at the collegiate level for a while. I don't pretend to have a doctorate at all. Those are people that are far more well-read and understand things better than I do, or probably have a more well-informed worldview than I have. But I have got a master's, almost a master's. I'm missing just the defense of the thesis. Pretty much what I would consider a master's anyway. And it's all in history, and it's all about historical perspective. And one of the things that I think people leave out of almost everything is context. One of the things that I think Adam does a great job of is keeping context, thinking about the way that you cook things and whether or not there is a right or wrong way to eat something as trivial as a grilled cheese sandwich. You know what I mean? Like that. It really comes down to you do you. You figure out what appeals to you and pursue that. And one of the things I've always believed that is, as long as you are not harming other people with what you're pursuing, have at it. So that's when we get into a more nuanced conversation about unrecognized negative externalities. So for example, if an oil company comes to your town and they start up an oil refining factory and everybody who's in the town has to breathe acrid smoke on a regular basis and it increases cancer rates, then that's the oil company affecting everyone around them. And not to paint oil companies as the bad person in the room, it also has to do with our language and our conduct and all other types of stuff like that. But certainly things to think about and a way to think about the world. So I am going to sit out here and enjoy this fire some more, and I am going to go hang out with my son over here who's crying and who wants in the house. And otherwise, I will see you guys in the comments, and I look forward to hearing from you. And welcome to those of you who have just started watching. I hope you enjoy it. Have a great day.